Hey everybody, it's me, it's Thor. Hope you're doing great. Welcome back. If you're brand new, then hi, it's nice to meet you. You've joined a nice group of people to hang out with, so I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks to everyone who signed up for the member section. I got a bunch of lesson type videos over there. And thanks for everyone who has picked up a transcription from my website. It helps a lot. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the best and worst thing ever, which is overdrive pedals. They're cool, right? We all love them. We all use them. But it's a struggle, right? I'm not wrong. You know what I mean. Finding the right overdrive pedal is like picking the best ice cream. It's impossible. I have sitting right next to me, I have 5 overdrive pedals, and at the moment I've got a few on my board, which I hate. I hate having that many things on my board, especially redundant things. But I'm going through it right now. You know? My biggest issue comes from the fact that I like my clean guitar sound. You know, I don't have the luxury of the music I play doesn't really make sense. A lot of the music I play, not all of it, but a lot of it, calls for clean. And also, I don't have an amplifier with a master volume. And, you know, as a team player, I'm not going to crank my amp up loud enough for it to break up. I'm just not going to do that. And also, frankly the matter, I like a clean sound. Do I use it for everything all the time? No, absolutely not. But a fundamental guitar plugged into a clean amp, it's beautiful, and I want to use that to make beautiful music with. So when you add overdrive into the mix of that, all of a sudden you're messing that up, right? And I don't want an overdrive sound that's completely far removed from my clean sound. It's okay if it's a little bit different, but it can't, the fundamental character cannot change, you know? And that's where I struggle. And I have tried so many pedals. I mean, right here, right now. These are all pedals I like, and I'm not even using because they're just not what I'm into right now. You know, I just got this the other day, or last week, Way Huge STO. It's like a Nobles thing. This is a great sounding pedal. It has a thickness to it that doesn't always work, but it's fantastic, and this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. This fun little 40-pound delight, trying to make sure you can see it in this light, it's gotten dark really quickly. Tone City Bluesman, their Blues Breaker style pedal, punches way above its weight class. Great pedal. MXR Timmy. I've had a couple of these. I've always loved them. I like this. I prefer this to the Paul Cochran one, which I've had. No offense to Paul Cochran and the small boutique pedal builders out there, but this is a fantastic pedal. I actually like it in its most compressed and most drivey setting. Fantastic. The Zenyor Overdrive by Stax Effects. This is my friend Miguel's company. And this thing is so flexible. You've got different clipping choices. You have different. You can choose a germanium diode. It has every EQ shaping capability that you can think of on here. It's fantastic. Royal Blue by Mad Professor. This was a surprise. Fantastic, awesome. Has a bass and treble, so you can make it kind of sound like anything you want. My biggest issue with this is that it sometimes, even at its lowest settings, it has this shoulder to it that completely changes the feel of things. At the moment on my board, I have an RC Booster, which I keep clean generally. It has like the tiniest bit of gain, but it's almost not noticeable. It just changes the feel characteristic of my pick on the strings. I have the Duelist by Kingtone, which a good friend of mine sent to me. Thank you, Rob. And I just got it yesterday. I don't dislike it. I don't know if I like it yet. I like the fact that I like dual overdrive pedals. I really do. I don't think I would stack them, but I have them set up in a way at the moment that they kind of sound as close to each other as they can. That whole intro was the A side. Again, at the moment you're just hearing my vocal mic, so it's not going to be, you're not going to hear the most fidelity out of the guitar amp. I like the fact that it's touch sensitive. That's nice. That's a nice feature. B-side. So I kind of have them set basically the same. So it doesn't matter what I step on with my gigantic feet. I'll get an overdrive I like. It doesn't change the character of my sound drastically at the moment. We'll see what happens on a gig. But then I also have the Duchess V1 by Victory, which that I have set up to, going back to that buzzword, to an edge of breakup sound, which is useful at certain times, but I just don't want it all the time. So here is just the amp, and I have this set up. So it basically sounds exactly the same as my clean sound, with just a little tiny bit of hair. So, but Thor, you could just turn your amp up and have your amp be edge of breakup and use your volume knob. You're right, I could. But I don't always want that. I sometimes like the tone of my guitar wide open and the amp clean, you know? And also, between you and me, if I was playing with an amp that was broken up all the way like that, I don't think I'd use any pedals. You know what I mean? Which I would love. I would absolutely love. Like maybe an echo, you know, reverb. But that's it. And just use my volume knob. I wouldn't bother with anything else. Because that is the ultimate sound. You know, there's very few gigs where I've gotten to do that. And when I have gotten to do them, it's liberating and it's beautiful and it just sounds fantastic. But also, a driven amp doesn't have the same character as a pedal. And oftentimes it's more difficult to get the driven amp to do what you want to happen with your drive sound. It's just it's an endless thing, and it's difficult, and it's really difficult, and I can't be the only one that struggles. So please share your experiences with this stuff in the comment section. Tell me about some overdrives that have finally won you over, because at this point I'm kind of just looking for like the lesser of the evils. I'm perfectly willing and hoping to have my mind changed about overdrive pedals, but I find it really difficult to find the one that is going to do what I need it to do. Yeah, so anyway, that's my slight rant about overdrive pedals. It's tough. It's so tough. Because again, I love my clean tone. I absolutely love it. And I don't want to mess with it. I don't want it to... So let me know. Let's talk to each other. I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day.